I mean, how often do you usually see somebody with an alien's face on the back of their head? It's rare, and I've only ever seen it once more. Now, I remember when I was telling people about this idea, almost every single person said, do not do it. And even my girlfriend, who is my biggest supporter and backs a lot of my ideas, said, maybe wait on that idea a bit. Well, obviously I did not listen, and now after about 9 months of having this tattoo, there are a couple things that I have realized. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the pros and the cons to having the back of my head tattoo, but I'm also going to tell you guys why I went ahead and my mentality behind getting an alien's face on the back of my head. Now make sure to stay to the end because I am going to be giving you a hint into a future tattoo idea that I really do plan on doing. So I'm going to say this right now off the bat, and that is there aren't as many pros as there are cons to having the back of your head tattooed. And from what I realized, I really had to sit down and stretch out the pros as much as I could. But there are a few, and there are a good few from that. So the first pro that I have is that it is on the back of my head and neck. So it isn't as noticeable as you may think it is. Looking at me right now face to face, you wouldn't even be able to tell that I have the whole back of my head and neck tattooed. And to further go off this even more, once your hair grows in long enough, it is even harder to see the tattooed area. Enough to the point where some people don't even notice I have my back of the head tattooed because my hair just covers it so much. If I didn't have the back of my neck tattooed as much, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell I had that area done. So overall, with getting the back area done and nothing coming along the sides, you can easily play off this as something that isn't as noticeable as you may think it is. The next pro that I got is that it makes getting haircuts so much more fun and enjoyable. Getting a haircut already is fun as is because you get to look your best again, but now getting your haircut and then it revealing that tattoo that you almost forgot about and then being able to see all the details come back to it, it's just such an enjoyable experience because you really get to go ahead and appreciate this tattoo so much more. Even though you can't really see it, you can still look at it through pictures, through the mirror sometimes, and be able to go and be like, damn, that looks awesome. I forgot I had it. The next pro that I got is the aftercare and healing of this tattoo was surprisingly very easy, more than most of my other tattoos has been. And I think this is more the fact because of the hair and how dense the hair is in this area of the head and how fast it grows. I feel like it just pushed all the scabbing, all that peeling, flaking off right away. So I didn't really experience too much in that aftercare process. It was about a week and that was about it. Now the next pro I got, I really had to kind of dig into the bag and stretch this one a little bit, but it sets you aside from everybody else in a good way. You know, if you feel different, you feel a little bit more unique. And so, you know, even the people that are heavily tattooed sometimes don't have this area going for them. So, you know, you just feel different. And then the last pro that I got is that I did what I wanted to do. You know, I have this goal of getting a bodysuit and completing that full bodysuit, and this just puts me one step closer. I was able to do something that I wanted to do, even though other people and almost every single other person said, don't do it. I still did it, and I am happy about that decision, and I feel good about myself for doing that decision. Now, there is some breaking news that I gotta tell you guys, and that is from today's video sponsor, Manscaped, who now sell beard products. That is right, the brand that revolutionized taking care of your area down there has now taken it up north and is taking on the challenge to perfect your beard too. Now, as you guys can see, I got a pretty good beard, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't get to look like this without taking care of it. And as somebody who has had a beard in many different shapes, stages, and sizes over the years, I have learned a lot in terms of how to make it look its best. And I can confidently say with this kit, it's gonna be a great addition to my beard routine. And I can confidently say for a lot of you out there, it's going to be a great addition to yours as well. But now let me tell you guys about the star of the show, the Beard Hedger. This is a cordless trimmer, which already is amazing. Take it from me. Having to use a corded one can be kind of frustrating every now and then. But it also has a rotary wheel with it as well. That'll give you up to 20 different lengths, all while using one guard. That is the best part about it. Plus, like all of the other Manscaped products, it is waterproof as well, which means you can go ahead and use it in the shower if you need it, and to avoid all that hair getting in the sink and then getting yelled at by your girlfriend or mom. But that pro kit doesn't stop there, and this is where it becomes a great package that covers all bases. There is a beard shampoo and conditioner specifically designed to moisturize and promote a clean, healthy beard. But this kit also has their Manscaped beard oil, which is essential for relieving dryness on both the beard and skin, all while giving it a nice little shimmer. And last but not least, it also comes with a beard balm as well, which will help better kind of style, tame, and sculpt the beard to look its best. But if that wasn't all enough, this also comes with 3 free products as well. It comes with a brush, a comb, and beard scissors as well, which are all great things to have in your beard arsenal. Guys, with one stroke you get 20 different lengths and everything that you will need to kind of make your beard look its best. Go ahead to manscaped.com and use the code INK, that is INKED, for 20% off plus free shipping. Go ahead and check them out and up your beard game up, and you'll have something maybe like this. But now let's get into the cons, and the cons I think do kind of outweigh the pros in certain aspects. Now the first con that we have kind of falls off a pro that I mentioned, and that of it being well hidden. The thing is, it is a little too well hidden. With the back of the head, there is no visible way and physical way you will be able to see it unless you see it through a mirror, or also in maybe pictures as well. So with that con of not seeing it comes another con, and that is you almost forget you even have that area tattooed. I'm going to tell you guys a funny story, and it was when I was getting my haircut one time, and you know, after they're done, you know how they show you with the mirror the back of your head to show you the fade and how they did it all. I actually got scared and terrified for a moment because I didn't know, and I kind of forgot I had the back of my whole head tattooed. So when I saw that alien's face, it scared me for a quick sec, and I told my barber about it. I'm like, holy f, that scared the shit out of me. And he laughed. We had a good laugh. But you know, not seeing this tattoo much or not being able to really see it ever, you tend to kind of forget about that you even had it done, which in itself is a con, because then it's almost like, why did you get it to begin with? Now the next con I got, and I'm not gonna lie here, sometimes I look at my head before it was tattooed and had like a nice fresh fade, fresh skin, and I kind of miss that look. You know, it was a good look. I mean, who doesn't look at fresh heads, like, you know, with a nice clean shave, good haircut, and think, damn, that looks good? Now it's kind of a little bit different. I'm not saying I regret this decision in any way, but you know, what's done is done, and I just see something that from the past that I had and think, you know what, that looked very good as well. Now the next con I got for you guys is the aftercare. Now I did say it didn't take that long, and I will stick by that, but it was annoying when I had to go ahead and actually clean it. Now if you are somebody that likes to use Saniderm, Second Skin, or anything like that, like I love to use, you won't be able to go ahead and use it on this area because your hair grows back so fast, so thick, so dense that it's gonna lift the Saniderm or that adhesiveness right off the skin right away. So you really have to go ahead and use the traditional method. And with this, it's annoying because you really can't really put your head under a sink too much, or it's just very awkward, and then the water's just gonna drip down your back, so you can't wear a shirt. So the best way to do it is go into a shower and do it, and then with that, you're finding yourself taking a lot of showers throughout the day just to avoid all that. So that part of the head and the neck tattoo is a little awkward that I found. Now the next con I got for you is sun exposure, and with the back of your head and neck kind of done, you tend to forget a lot that you have that area, like I said, tattooed. So with that, when you're outside enjoying a nice sunny day, now the back of your head and neck gets beat down by the sun a lot more without you kind of remembering or knowing. So with that, you just really have to be a lot more cautious in what you do. Sunscreen, shade, hats, anything like that. You're wearing that a lot more now. Now the next con I got is, you know, gaining weight, and I haven't experienced this one yet in terms of me, but if you go ahead and look on anybody that has a lot of weight to them, usually the back of their head has, like, you know, these rules on them. And if you have the back of your head tattooed and you have something that covers the whole thing like I do, you know, you can't have that happen, because then your whole tattoo is going to look deformed. It's not going to look how it once did. So that's something that I have yet to experience, and hopefully I can keep my weight down enough where it doesn't look like that. But that is something that I have kind of thought about and, you know, noticed and I'm aware of as well. Now the next con that I got for you, and this is one that I have found I have created myself, and that is making my own self feel out of place. Now let me give you an example what do I mean by this, and that is when I go out to dinner with my girlfriend or family to a nice restaurant or anything like that establishment, usually more than often I am the only one in that kind of place that has visible tattoos, let alone a head neck tattoo that has an alien on the back of their head. So I usually am there, I sit down, I remember I have this, and no matter how much I dress up, I always just feel like I am judging my own self and saying, you don't belong here, you don't look like how everybody else here does or is supposed to. So I found myself even telling my girlfriend that I feel like I'm out of place because of this thing that I have on my head. So now let's talk about the reason to why I went ahead and put an alien's face on the back of my head. And the answer is pretty simple. It's because I wanted to. I literally had the idea come to me one day. I messaged Brandon and I told him my idea, and then I sat on that idea for a couple of months, and well, the rest is history. Now, I know a lot of you have kind of commented and asked me, why did you go ahead and get an alien? It doesn't go with the theme of what you have, and that being dinosaurs on the whole back that I have. And I will say you guys are kind of right. It doesn't go with that theme, but I will also say I just could not think of anything else that I could fit on the back of my head that fit with the dinosaur theme, and honestly something that I would enjoy having. So instead I just kind of went with the alien. For me, I view the alien as being the highest form of beings there is, and having it on the head and kind of looking down over and watching over everything kind of just made me kind of enjoy that part of it and wanting me to put it there. But I also wanted to include the atom into it as well, because that is of super importance to me too. Because atoms are literally the main building blocks to life and everything in the universe. And having that incorporated with this alien just kind of resembles it wielding all that power. So now I have an alien with a DNA strand resembling the building blocks to humanity. And now I also have an alien at the top of my head holding an atom, which is the power and building blocks to everything in the universe and life. And like I said, guys, I'm going to let you in on a little secret to a future tattoo that I plan on doing, and that is getting one more alien. I kind of want to have it resemble a triangle with one alien being on one leg, that top alien on the head being another, and then one more being on another leg, just to kind of resemble a trio. But with that other alien, I want to do what I've been doing with the themes and incorporate another big element into it as well. And I would like you guys to go ahead and guess which kind of element that is. So go ahead, give this video a big like for Fred the Alien, but also go ahead and subscribe, join the community. I am releasing my hand tattoo. I'm done wearing this glove in my next video. And also, you're going to want to be here for 2023's big project of a full chest piece. I'm telling you guys right now, you're going to be shocked by what I plan on doing, and you're definitely going to be here for it. And I would love to see what you have to say about it when I get it done.